Okay, my name is Radek Novotny. I am CEO and co-founder of a startup, Superface. Superface stands for Super Interface. And we were thinking about the future where the software can connect other software without needs of developers. Because these days, we are asking engineers to connect our softwares. Technically, it's called integrations. For the integrations, we are using some specific, protocol called APIs, and the P ladder is programmable. So this standard way how we are connecting softwares are meant and oriented for developers, for people to understand how to program the connection between two softwares. And in my previous companies and startups, I was getting in the situation that even my business model were blocked by a number of integrations. I wanted to have hundreds. I wanted to have hundreds of integrations, 200s, 300s. But our developers were able to do one per, I don't know, 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks, even months, right? So then I realized that half of my team in my previous startup were building integrations only. R&D, right? In startup, you want to have your engineers and programming guys to work on product, on features on the product, not just integrations. So that was the time when I met actually my very best friend, Zdenek. Let's call him Z. So Z was in his previous startup, API, working on also APIs. They were building some standard way how developers are talking each other using technical documentations. And the API was acquired by Oracle. So we were talking about what our next stage, what can we do for the world. And yeah, we were brainstorming a lot, like for half year. And so my business pains with integrations and his technical pains were the basic pillar of the idea of Superface, where you can use an AI which allows you to connect softwares together. Maybe in different boarding, the software can connect itself with other software, and this should unblock a lot of B2B operations and potential of all businesses.
So Radek, I would like to ask simple questions. You started before probably artificial intelligence was alive when you started, but artificial intelligence wave was started last year, since last year. So how did it affect your business model?
A lot. On the other side, we were dreaming about the world where the AI will be live. So of course, we are all technicians, right? Our passion is in technology. So we were really looking at the time where the AI would help us, for instance, to understand what's in the API documentation, or how to write a code, or understand how to do a better workflow of some operations, right? It came a bit faster than we expected. Actually, in one of our first slides, we were sharing also to our shareholders. We had a slide that we were asking Siri, this personal assistant in Apple devices. And we were asking Siri to do some job, like open my car. And the Siri needs to understand that it's you, that it's your car, how to connect to your car. Is the car has the API, how to connect that interface, right? And in our vision, or also in that slide, we had the AI would understand the necessary steps, how to do that. And yeah, so after 2-3 years, we have that AI ready to integrate itself with other systems. And actually, we do now have a prototype where we just ask this agent, what's the weather forecast? And if he can send it to my phone number, I can take the data from CRM, do some analysis on top of it, and I don't know, choose top 10 from the analysis and put it into a spreadsheet. We have it now in our hands. So the AI accelerated a lot of things. Also, we had to adapt our plans for how to use the AI for the best.
I mean, you mentioned about the devices that are going to talk with each other. So devices has softwares, and softwares has need connection each other. So API will be the critical over there. What kind of future is waiting for us? Because there will be a huge number of devices with software, so they need to also integrate with each other. And artificial intelligence will be also accelerating this process in upcoming 5 years, in my point of view. What do you think about that?
Yeah, for sure. So like a lot of things is happening right now. So first of all, the AI is only as clever as we allow it to be, right? All the technical documentations, all the integration, all what we are like doing till today, it was meant for developers. So we need some type of understanding of the process and technology, how to connect softwares. This is quite complex things, actually. I have to say that Superface was one of the first who says we are building the integrations not for developers first, but for some type of software or future AI first. That's why we are, let's say, successful these days, right? Also, you need to give some autonomy to that software. Autonomy means that you don't need to wait for decision makers or users of that software. You need to allow the AI to at first understand, and second, to be able to at least offer you some solutions, how to do a next step and the step after and after and after, right? And then the third would be to trust the AI that it can execute it properly. So yeah, we are thinking of the future where internally in the companies, but also in public space, there will be some type of hub of software, something like Amazon with digital capabilities. So you have now e-shops where you can go and buy physical stuff. There will be a technology and a product where a marketplace where you can go as a software, as an AI, you can go and you can order some digital capability, right? And you can choose for the best price or the best quality or number of ratings, stars, people, you can name it, right? So this will be very similar, I guess, as we know it with physical goods. So those digital capabilities can be accessed by the software through the marketplace, where the software can even purchase digital capabilities from other software. So it will change the status quo, how we are doing B2B, because then you can offer, as a business, you can offer the product, the digital product, on some type of marketplace, and the software will have the access and can buy it for the company.
So what kind of target customers do you focus right now? So what kind of clients can use your product? And are you going to also enlarge your target market?
This is a very good question. So till today, before the AI agent, which is our product on the top of the technology, we were focusing on developers, how to help them to connect softwares. We built actually our own AI or AI-powered engine that can connect their system from one to another. The AI agent has a different target group, we believe, and it resonated mostly with data-driven decision makers who are going through some transition, or transformation. So when they have some title like head of fintech transformation, these guys are going now through the process where they are thinking about some type of AI that would help them to do a lot of stuff without hiring people. right? This is the expectation of the AI. If I do some changes, I need to do the changes. I want to implement the AI. The AI should do a lot of things. So I don't need to hire other stuff, right? So this is one. I would say those are like mid-sized companies, data-driven oriented. They do decision making every day. They want to have some ad hoc data. The AI agent is amazing to look at any data source and give you the exact data in seconds, right? So you don't need to ask some business analysis to do a report and send it tomorrow or the day after with email and Excel, right?
So how do you analyze the competitive landscape and also position yourself beside your competitors or rivals?
Yeah, so maybe I will say what I think that will happen in the future. I guess every software on the planet which we are using will has its own AI agent, because the AI will understand what you want to do with that type of software, right? And also that software doesn't need to integrate others. That's the critical point, and that's why Superface should be the winners here. There are a lot of competitors right now. Each of them are different. So we are looking at them. They have some specific AI agents which can solve some usual. They actually work like some junior or even mid-senior colleague at the company. So it can answer very specifically some questions through the chatbot as a chatbot, right? Because they have now the access to that system and they can answer properly as the operator would normally do. So they can work as a customer success, they can work as a sales representative, or you can name it. Each segment, each position can have the additional AI agent into it, right? This is what will happen very soon. I guess we are seeing it now. Google will have its own G Suite agent, Microsoft for sure, like every B2B company will offer for its SaaS, its agent. I guess there is also space how to combine those agents together, as I mentioned before. So sometimes you just don't want to work just with one software. You need to do some workflow, some operations with those software. Take the data there, do something, put it there, do some analysis, do some workflow. So this is what we are into. This is how we are imagining this AI agent, which could help you to do a lot of things in no time with the data sources which you have in your environment, in your company environment.
So you mentioned about that you were focusing in the beginning, in the initial phase, about the engineers, but today you are targeting different kinds of profile in the company. So will it be no-code solution or low-code solution? How will you expect your product to be end?
Fully no code. There is nothing about coding now. No engineering required for using the agent. Maybe implementing the agent into the company. Yeah, you will need some engineers, right? The technology for security reasons. It can be an open source. You can run it on different LLMs like Llama and others. So yeah, to implement, yeah, but not for usage. There are now a lot of ideas how to do a good interface. It can be this ChatGPT like. This is actually what we started. We have this ChatGPT, which is connected to anything which we allow to connect, which our AI connects itself actually. So I can really say, I don't know, send me a text message, fetch weather, put something in Slack, retrieve data from that system, put it there, right? But I need to type it. So that's one interface. There are many other possibilities. You can even use this AI agent as a backend service, as a technology which powers your applications. So you don't see this text GPT style of communicating, right? So there are a lot of possibilities actually how to do this. Now it's the time, to talk with business. This is what we are doing every day, many times, talking with the business. What's their expectation? How they would use it? Where they see the most outcome the biggest outcome of this AI agent right now. Yeah, so it can change into, I don't know, a Slack bot. This is one of our potential output or outcome. Yeah, there are so many ways now. I think the critical is it's probably not about the interface itself. It's about how trustful would be the output of that AI. The trust that you trust the data, the informations we are retrieving and we are manipulating. We know that ChatGPT has a lot of hallucination, right? So how to get rid of it and how to be sure that if we are touching real-time data, that it's used for the best, and that it's really the data we are touching at the beginning, that this is really the output we are showing to the user.
Radek, is it your first venture, or have you been experienced on the founder side?
This is my second startup, I think fourth company. So I'm, let's say, serial entrepreneur, but still learning a lot.
So can you share some of the unique insights or learnings since you have started this long journey?
Yes, my learnings.
Yes, about entrepreneurship.
Yeah, about entrepreneurship. Yeah, that would be like I'm very passionate about what I'm doing. I need to have a passion about my next step, my next goal, and how to finish it right. It was like it happened to me many times that we were one of the first on the planet with some type of technology or product on the market. So that's really my heartbeat, to see a problem which doesn't have solution yet, and now I have a chance somehow. I really you need to try to think, like brainstorm and put out of box thinking, but how to solve that issue that is key for everybody or any company, right? This is what really drives me, and this is where my heartbeat go crazy, because I guess I really love to solve pains. And when I see any pain, this is something that it's like a red carpet or a red flag, right? I need to solve it. I need to at least understand what's the core of the issue, and if I can even solve it, right? So understanding the key issue of the problem, and this is very general in any agenda. It can be CEO agenda, it's sales agenda, technical agenda, product, family, life. It's like everyday passion.
So how do you recruit, train, and manage your team? Also retain?
Yeah, so at the beginning with Z, we were talking, before we incorporated the company, we were really talking about and discussing what type of colleagues we want to have at our company. And before we start hiring, we defined cultural values. So what are the values of the company and what we expect also from our colleagues? Actually, it started with us. So we were talking about what I like, what I dislike, what Zdenek's opinion on it, and what he wants and what he doesn't, right? So we were choosing our colleagues precisely based on, we spent a lot of hours actually talking and interviewing and discussing with each, right? So we know that those guys fits because they have the very same values, plus they have some additional bonuses, right? So from the beginning it was very highly engineering. In our roadmap, that was actually nobody tries to do that before us. We knew that it will be very hard for understanding the technology, because we were building the technology first before the product. So just understanding the technology, how it can work, and implementing it and putting it out so that it works. Also, integrations is very critical on the output. This is key in your company, a key at the application. So this is nothing like, let's try and see how it will work. It must work for 100%. It's like water in the kitchen or electricity in the house, right? So there is nothing like usual startup advice. Do it somehow, and let's see. And if customer is happy, then you can continue improve in the integration node. So we heard all of those people who understand that the integration is critical, and then we need to be very fast, and how to combine those together, like fast speeding and also this unique ability to or unique task to make it very well going.
What keeps you awake at night? What are the key risks and also the challenges that you are facing?
Yeah, this is a very good question. So the challenges right now is to, like startups doesn't have time. Even if we have money, it's not about too much money, it's more about the time, even now with the AI. So how to make it faster to get the product market fit with the technology, with some legacy codes, and we are now on the market 1.5 years, so we know that something is, I don't want to say obsolete, but something is maybe not so useful. It was useful 2 years ago. It's not now. So should we continue with the development of this or not? That's like usual. But I would say the go-to-market approach, the understanding of the audience, who will be the buyer. Now we are getting into the situation that we need to really understand who are our customers, the ideal customer profile. This wakens me. In evening, this is what I'm thinking a lot, like every day.
What is fun fact about yourself nobody knows, or
Fun fact? Okay. As I mentioned, I love paints and the understanding how it works. So 1 year ago, I silently started to learn the game of chess, and I'm improving. It consumes a lot of time and thinking capacity. It's not maybe the best relax for startup founders, but I really love the complexity, the thinking, the switching from attacking mode to defensive mode. I was always attacker, and because of the game of chess, I was able to start thinking sometimes more defensive. So if I'm planning some moves, at the company, for instance, now my mind changed. My brain process changed, and I'm now thinking about like other topics than before. A few years ago, I was just attacking. I was just going straight and just, don't care too much. But I lost a lot of games actually in chess because of this. Yeah.
Radek, thank you very much for taking the time to discuss your startup and your experiences with me today.
Thank you, Burak. Thank you a lot.
Have a great week.
You too. See you. Bye-bye.